You shouldn't be such a jerk. And he kind of went on this morning. Remember, this is what we wanted with somebody. Other presidents have urged and at times begged other members of NATO to spend more money. We spend more money than all of them combined. Estonia, Poland, the UK, Greece are the only ones that are where they're supposed to be at 2% GDP. Well, Chad, they've got to 2024 to get there. That's what they all decided. But you know what? Times change, right? And remember, NATO was put together as a way for us to strengthen a region that had the great red dread, right? With the Soviet Union. Oh, come to get you all. We're going to make everyone communistic. And then Putin came along. After everything fell, and Putin came along and he strengthened it. He took Crimea. Things started to change. People got a little bit worried. That's what it was put there really for. Was kind of to stop the great red dread from doing it. Putin's pissed because it's not the Soviet Union anymore. It's not what it once was. And he sees us doing our military drills. And he sees us, he sees us dating his girlfriends, his past girlfriends. He didn't like that. Because a lot of these countries are places that they used to have. They used to date. They don't do that anymore. Right? I want nothing to do with you anymore. We're our own country. So what do you think of those apples? And he thinks, you guys are the aggressors. And yet, they don't have to spend the money. By default, we protect them because we spend so much. And they acknowledge that. They acknowledge it, but there's only repercussions. Like, if you don't get to this, we're going to kick you out of the club. Right? You knew what the threshold was. Glengarry Glen Ross is a great movie. Right? And if you've ever seen it, a great speech. It's a better play, but the movie was really well done. And, it's just basically you don't want to be in third place, because third place means you're asked out of a job, right? Second place is a set of steak knives, and first place is, you're the big hitter, you're going to Hawaii, whatever it was. It's that kind of thing. The reality is that NATO exists because, like the UN, we allow it to exist. If we pull out, what do they got? Nothing. They got to kind of defend themselves. Now, we're fortunate because we get to use their countries as de facto air bases and set up, bases across the globe. But we pay for that. And we pay for their defense. The reality is that they want to go out and do the things they do in their social world, that they give all this stuff away from cradle to grave, this, that, and the other. A large part of that is because we defend their ass. So I get why Trump goes in there and he talks a bunch of crap. And people say, well, this is uncouth. Yeah, it is. But it's not like we haven't asked before. We have. Other presidents have asked before. They've had other people ask. They've just done it in a nicer way. Hey, could you please? Hey, how you doing? Hope everything's going well with your thing. And if you could. I hate to ask, but I'm asking if you probably could. If you could, would you do this? If you could. And then nothing happens. Right? Then nothing happens. Then Trump goes in there and he just starts stomping. Because he's like, we've asked nicely and nobody's done anything, so we'll ask a different way.
It's very sad when Germany makes a massive oil and gas deal with Russia, where you're supposed to be guarding against Russia, and Germany goes out and pays billions and billions of dollars a year to Russia.
Yeah. I get what he's saying. They got all this natural gas over there. That's one of the big things they have, this massive natural gas reserves. And one of the big fears a long time ago when I was trading in natural gas is that Russia would manipulate the prices so much, and they would do certain things. They would hold countries hostage. And when, that time of the year when it got cold, and they would really do a lot of things. And what he's saying is, look here, Germany, you're telling us you can't spend more money. You have 5 planes, of which we're not quite sure they work very well, is what we're hearing. You've got one sub that's not even in use. They don't even know if, nobody's volunteering to get in it. You have all of these things that you're not spending money on, and you're getting all this great defense. Now, part of that is because we can't trust you. with the military, because we've already done that before. And let me tell you, having lived in Europe long enough to know, nobody really trusts Germany, right? Let me give you a perspective from my point. When I was over there in the late 80s through the 90s, I will tell you this. You say all you want about Germany and hey, look at them and look how far they come and all of this stuff. There's still we don't trust Germany. They'll say, oh, Germany's great. They got beards. Everything's great. People are hipsters. It's great. It's a wonderful thing. Place to visit, the whole 9 yards. But, you know, I don't fully trust them. There's still that attitude they have over there, a lot of them. But, yeah. Did he say something? Here's the thing with Trump. Trump says stuff, and it drives me crazy. Because I do think there are better ways to do things. But when you ask somebody, it's like a kid, right? You ask them 45 times to take out the garbage and they don't do it. At some point in time, you stop asking nicely. You ask them to do this. Well, they have to 2024. Yeah, but I'm going to tell you guys this right now. We'll come back here in 2024, which is 6 years from now, and I can tell you a good majority of these countries will not have met this, and there's no repercussions. Rarely is there any repercussions. And he looks at it like, we're paying the freight to protect all of you. What do we get? What is our get? Now, she's come out and she said, look, we're not captive to Russia. We're not any of those things. And I don't think they are. I think at times he takes something and he stretches it and he makes it bigger than it really is. But it is a frustrating thing. It is a very frustrating thing when you look at all of the money we spend, and we spend a ton of money. When you look at how much money we spend, GDP, more than anybody else, we're going to spend $68 billion over last year, I think it was. We spent on defense. That's massive amounts of money we're spending on defense. It's huge. And you look around the globe and see what everybody else spends. A lot of it by de facto. Nobody's going to attack. Let's just show you how the strength is. Mexico has all its problems. Canada, they're Canada. You know what's not going to happen? The Russians are not going to attack Canada. Because they know if they attack Canada, they're attacking the United States because we're going to be there. Mexico is not going to ever be attacked. They're attacked from the inside with drug cartels, but they know that tomorrow they don't have to worry about, somebody coming over and attacking them, China, because they know they'll have to answer to us. So by de facto, we protect them. And we spend a lot of our money. And I understand the frustration. We get some stuff out of it, and we give some stuff. But the question is, are we being taken advantage of? And I think that's a fair question. 323-538-2423 at Chad Benson Show is your Twitter. Happy 7-Eleven Day. So today is 7-Eleven, if I am correct. And because it is 7-Eleven, I think, is it a free Slurpee is what you get? A small Slurpee if you go to 7-Eleven today? I think that's what you get. So go enjoy it. So free Slurpees today. That's what you got to do. Got to go get yourself a free Slurpee. It's not a big Slurpee, it's a small Slurpee, but it's free. Up to, from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. local time, pretty much at any participating, which all of them are participating because that's part of the fun of the whole thing. So if you want your free Slurpee today, go get it. 323-538-2423 at Chad Benson Show is your Twitter. You can tweet at us. It's the Chad Benson Show. I've been talking about Bitcoin for years, and I believe that the blockchain technology and cryptocurrencies are the future. My uncle and I began investing years ago, and even though they're extremely volatile, if Bitcoin performs like it did in 2017, it'll be worth 10 times more by this time next year. But I'm no expert, and there's lots of scams out there, so I found someone I trust to help educate us. It's Teeka Tiwari from Palm Beach Letter. He's a former Wall Street hedge fund manager who arguably has helped more people profit from cryptocurrency